Hello, my gravy babies, and we're back here, or we're starting here, with a new video on is morality subjective, or can it also be objective? And if so, either of these things, how and why, correct? So, here's the ideas. We're going off the definitional bases of subjectivity and objectivity. And there's two different fucking definitions of these two things. So, let me start this video by saying, is morality subjective? Yes. Is morality objective? Yes. How can morality be subjective and objective at the same time? This is where it gets hard. Subjectivity is dependent on the mind or an individual's perception of existence. So by all means, if we were to use that definition for morality, then yes, we are correct. Everything is subjective, including morals. But we all agree that I exist, the microphone exists, and your device you're using exists. So it's not completely that. It's not completely that. We exist, therefore, if we can exist separately from each other, therefore it is true. So what does objectivity have to say about the same idea, right? Well, objectivity defines us to this as it is relating, it is not dependent on the mind for existence. So if morals aren't dependent on someone's brain, right, for existence, then that means all morals are constant facts of people existing. Which can we prove this? Well, if you see people who don't have, or animals, which sounds weird to bring up because I can't think of any human perspective, but animals don't have that great of a idea on morality. Why is that? Well, animals are, animals, and so are we to an extension, but animals don't have, or at least as far as I'm aware, capacity for higher level thinking, except for dolphins. Please keep the dolphins away from me. But that is the reasoning behind that. So, can it be objective in that sense? No. It cannot be objective in that sense. Every culture idea in the world has different ideas of morality. There are vegans and vegetarians that'll tell you it is immoral to eat animals for a reason of such that they are living. Okay, I'll take you that. There are Christians and other religions in the world that'll tell you it is immoral to eat swine or fish or something because they are lesser animals. Like, it's immoral to eat these things because of such and such reason, which is fine. In America, we have the idea that it is immoral to eat animals, companion animals, cats, dogs, what have you. And in the East, they don't, as far as I know, I'm not going to sound how East is this, they do not hold that view, which is fine. You need to eat to live, you need to eat to live, I don't care. But it cannot be true, because morality cannot exist without the human mind. Sounds It's fair. You can't have morality without the human mind, nor can you have the human mind without a concept of morality. That's just how it is. Okay, well, yeah. Well, what's the other definition you were going to say? What's the other definition you were going to say? Well, hold on. Look, here. The other definition, and we're going to start with the subjective definition, is based on or influenced by personal feelings, taste, or opinions. Can morality be that? Definitely. Your morality is based on your personal feelings towards something, your opinions, and your personal taste, right? So, if your mindset leads you to believe that eating animals is immoral, okay, then we've set the case that yes, you believe it's immoral. Do I believe it's immoral? No. Therefore, does it make it immoral to eat meat? Yes and no, depending on who you ask. Because it's not a set statement. If it was a set statement about morality, morality would exist without human beings. And we've already proved that you can't have morality without the human being, or else nature is nature. What stops us from being social Darwinist without morality? So, it's correct that you can hold a different moral belief than I can. You can believe that family is just blood, which is a personal taste. I can believe that family is more than just blood. It's also the relationships that you share with other people. I mean, I got a point there. But what does objectivity say about this? Objectivity says a person or their judgment not influenced by personal feelings or opinions in considering and representing facts. Now, can a person get their moral beliefs not from their own subjective bias, but from the biases of other people? Well, yes. Yes, we can. We do that on daily bases. For example, like I said, in America, we have different ideas on what subjectivity is. And why do we have those ideas on what, or not subjectivity, on what morals are? Well, it's because, first off, America is very heavily based off of Christian and white European culture. So their morals, their moral codes are going to be set in faith differently. Do not kill, do not harm, do not murder. What about in self-defense? That's fine. That's fine. What about war? That's fine. It's based off of the subjective morals of a book, a text, or a people that becomes ingrained into our minds as an objective truth. So, objectivity cannot exist without the subjectivity. If you have no one to tell you that your beliefs are wrong, but mine are right, your beliefs are also right. But if you do not get the chance to create such a belief because the overweighting narrative outweighs your belief, well then, now we have such a thing where there's a shit ton of people following the same moral code, a moral code propagated by the nation, by the religious text, and by the law of the nation. That is objective, because it is not based off of your own personal feelings. Now, it can be based off of your own personal feelings, but your own personal feelings do not dictate those morals. As much as you think, well, going to war is bad, is it though? Have you ever double thought about, is going to war bad? Or are you just following the mainstream belief? Now, I'm not telling everyone to go out there and question their moral beliefs, but I'm also not telling you to 100% believe that all morals are objective. In this case, morals are objective because they hold the belief and the value that you did not create them. They do not come from me or you, they come from somewhere else. Subjective as they may be, they are objective to the mind. And that is objectivity, objective morals. So, what have we learned? There are two different ways morality can be subjective. It can be subjective because there must be humanity on the earth to notice that things exist. But then again, that one is inherently true. But it's also the shit way out, and you're gonna get a lot of shit for saying, well, yes, but you know, I see things differently than you do. Well, what makes someone stopping from saying, yeah, but how do I know I exist if you don't exist? Solipsism. People usually take it into the solipsist direction. So, the two correct ways to think about this are, it is based on personal feelings. Is the morality of the person based on their own personal feelings about a idea? Or is it based off of society's personal feelings? If it's society's, then yes, it is objective. But that objectivity comes from subjectivity. And that is how you win a moral-based argument. Have a great night.